Yeah, Jay, I mean, and you guys know me, I believe with God all things are possible. And knowing this would happen, no, I didn't know exactly what it would look like, but, I believe in our team. I believe in when you work for something that you get what you deserve and you get what you earn in life, and these guys did it. And if we could easily it's easy to say that, but then if you don't put the work in, nothing's going to come from that. And our team did it. Our staff did it. It's not me. I'm very open with people about that. I'm here to support and serve these kids, this staff. I mean, that's my job. And they're the ones that go out and do the work and put it in to get to this point and earn what we've earned to this point.
Earlier this week, I asked you about Ashton and the Heisman Trophy race being over, and you said it wasn't over. At the time, you kind of said that your message will eventually, happen. Is this the moment that it happens, and what type of statement did he make getting the opportunity to play on championship weekend?
Yeah, in regards to the Heisman, and I'm very open about this, I ask all voters, please just watch the film. Watch the film, watch the stats. That will show you that he's the best football player in the country. But I also want to make sure people know what type of young man he is, because I believe that goes into it too. When you're a Heisman candidate, your team should play in a championship game. And seeing what he did to go win a championship game for his team also speaks volumes. And when you see the type of young man he is, unanimous captain, one of the first in the building, one of the last to leave. We have a ton of conversations all the time, and it's all about the team. It's the greatest team sport on the planet. The Heisman should be not only the best player, but one of the best teammates, in my opinion, as well. That's Ashton Jeanty. Loves Jesus. He works hard. He treats people right in everything he does. And God has such an amazing plan for his life, more than just football. But right now he showcases week in and week out that he's the best football player in the country. And I don't think it's even close.
Spencer, similar to what I ask these guys, I know we've kind of scarce us a little bit around the CFP rankings, and you said you don't care what ranking. I assume we'll be watching on Sunday, and were you expecting a first round bye?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, at this point, we're in. And I'm so proud of our team. We're going to do a watch party as a team on Sunday, and we'll see what happens. And I know we're going to have another opportunity to play as a team, because this team will never be the same again. I mean, we got a great group of seniors. This is Ashton's last season here. So wherever we go play, whoever we play, we're excited to work our tails off to go play our best.
Now the game's over. Is there anything you saw, again, we've just got really good offensive first half, anything you saw from the last game against UNLV that you changed to kind of make this game so well for you guys? Yeah,
first off, ton of respect for Barry Odom and his staff. Think the world of the players he's been able to recruit. What he's done in 2 years at UNLV, it's special. I think extremely highly of him. And like I said, the players he's around. And I'm very open about Woodard, their linebacker. I think he's one of the best players we've seen all season long. And there's multiple others on their team. But our team just, went to work. And that, there's so many things. We beat Oregon State to end the regular season, and all the hype on this game. And I tell our team, we've been in playoff football since we put the ball down in Georgia 3 months ago. There has been no time for us to take our foot off the gas. We knew that. Everybody else knew it. Everybody else told me that going in. And our team just wwent to work 1 week at a time. Line them up, knock them down. And we beat UNLV. It was a dogfight in Vegas a couple weeks ago. And everyone then told me, it's really hard to beat a team twice. It's really hard to win back-to-back championships. And I get that. It is hard. But at the end of the day, this is a whole new game. And we knew Friday night we were going to get their best, and we had to earn the right to be our best. And I'm proud of our team with the adjustments they made. But it's a testament to our players. The play with Shea Oladipo came up. You talk about the relentless effort to get him down on the 4-yard line. That's uncommon. The easy thing is kind of get there and jog at the end, and then, they scored. That's not this group. That's nothing I did. That's these young men. And seeing them stay in the fight, keep swinging down after down is how you win championships.
Spencer, watching you as your players were talking, you looked like you had a little bit of an emotional look on your face. What was going through your mind as you were just listening to your players?
Man, you're going to make me start crying in front of everybody? No. No, I love these kids. It's the only reason I coach is to develop them for life. And I understand the scoreboard that I answer to in regards to college football. I'm judged on what happens 12 nights a year, but that's not the scoreboard that really matters to me. It's 10, 15, 20 years from now, seeing these guys be better husbands and fathers and seeing them, how they talk, how they're around each other. At Boise State, we define love as action and sacrifice, and that's what they do. It's not some rainbows and butterflies, everything's good, so we love each other. No, it's sacrifice, it's action, it's hard. It's also telling people the truth. And that's what these kids do. So seeing them reap the benefits of their hard work when nothing's promised to you, like I know how much that's going to give them dividends in life years down the road when football's over for them. That's what is so special to me. And they impact me every single day I'm around them.
Yesterday just about the history of this place and what this means to you and what this win would mean. I mean, to now forever for your seniors, for you, for your team, they're going to say, 2006, 2009, and they're going to say 2024, regardless of what happens from here. I mean, what does it mean just to, with all the history of this place, to add this team to that, long lineage of historic teams here? Yeah,
BJ, I mean, we talked a lot about legacy this week and throughout this season because that's what this team wanted to do. They wanted to leave a legacy, which is your actions have resounding effects years to come. And that's what they set out to do in January, to leave a legacy. And this senior class, this group of players, Ashton Genty, a part of that, I mean, this is a legacy that people will talk about for years to come. And sitting on that podium, seeing Bronco Nation swarm the field, I mean, those are moments that can change everything for a program to accelerate you forward to the future because we're going to be different here. That's what I talk about. You're built different when you come to Boise State. And that's that doesn't say perfect. It doesn't say that we're better than somebody else. But when you win a championship like this with a group of guys that a lot of them could have gone anywhere else in the offseason, they said, no, I want to be part of something different, something special. Families knew this is where they're going to grow, develop, to be better husbands, fathers. That's different. And those are the type of players we're looking for now, even in recruiting, is if you want to be a part of something different, come here. If you don't, this ain't the place for you. I promise you, I'm going to drive you crazy. And being able to have moments like today that will resonate throughout history at Boise State and for years to come, I mean, it's very special.
Spencer, you have a great relationship with Chris Peterson. He was in the house today. Did you get a chance to talk to him before the game? And if so, what advice or what did he say to you?
I didn't talk to him before the game. We talked earlier this week, but he was in the locker room waiting for me after the game, and I gave him a big hug, man. I mean, Coach Peterson's a huge mentor of mine. I think the world of him. I pick his brain on everything, and he's such a huge resource for me. I'm just so thankful for Coach Pete.
And I know the great deal of appreciation you have for Bronco Nation and the fans. To have 36,000 fans just come out onto the field after the game, celebrate, kind of a crazy scene, but how special was that to be in there with them?
Yeah, I mean, we have the best fan base in the nation, and if I could personally go around to every single one of them, it took me a long time to get to the podium because I wanted to say thank you to all of them. I mean, they show up here, no matter, we've had some tough years here, and they still continue to show up, show out for this team. They care about their team, they love them, they support them, and so I'm just so thankful for Bronco Nation. I mean, I really do believe we have the best fan base around, and they showed up in a major way, and we knew they would. And they came, I mean, how loud it was for opponents' offense, even tonight, I mean, they know where Boise is now.
Spencer, some of these great teams that are being mentioned here went undefeated and still didn't get a chance to contend for a national championship that you guys are going to have now. What was it like going into this game this week knowing there's no question, like we win, we're in? And have you thought much about what that can do for the respect of your program now, to even more so than you've had to this point, to play in an event like that?
Yeah, and the college football playoff got expanded. It's such a big opportunity for all schools because there's years where Boise State was undefeated and never really had an opportunity to play for a national championship. Now, as a competitor, all you want's a shot. That's what I told our team. I mean, all you want's an opportunity. And we set goals for our team, and then we went to work. I mean, it's not something that I don't talk about it a lot, but our guys we wanted to make sure we had our best day in and day out process. And so now being able to get to this point, I do believe moments like tonight, can accelerate you forward at a very fast pace and really have potential to change everything in a positive way. And that's the legacy this senior class is leaving. They're going to be able to look back on years from now and see what is built here, no different than our team is privy to right now. I mean, we sit in a beautiful facility that was not built by this team. It was built by decades of winning seasons, blue-collar young men, chip on their shoulder, counted out, came here, won those games that got this place built to this point. It's our job to push it forward to new heights, and that's a legacy that this group is leaving.
I know that John said that Chris Peterson was here, but Post Malone was here, Big Noon Kickoff was here. You got
I know Post Malone was
you got the semifinal committee here, in the college football playoff. Have you taken a moment just to consider how wild tonight was, and who's paying for the goalpost that's in the Boise River?
That's Jeremiah Dickey, if you guys need to figure that. No. But it was, even going into this week, and what you love about college football, I joke with our staff, we beat Oregon State, and it wasn't within 5 minutes that everybody said, well, good win, but the next one's the biggest game of the season. And that's college football. You got to take it week to week, but knew going into this game, how much was on it. Not only for the championship game, for the playoff, for the future, for years to come, for Boise State football. And that's why so much, I knew our guys were going to be ready to roll. I knew that. I was focused on making sure they cut it loose tonight. And I literally told them on Monday, and then again yesterday, we're going to cut it loose, and it's going to be a party on the blue. And it was tonight. And because I don't want them going out there tight, oh, this is such a big game, so now I got to be someone different. I got to put my Superman cape on. No, do your job. Your best is enough, and your best is required. I promise you, if you cut it loose, we're going to party on this blue. And they did that. They put the work in snap after snap, snap after snap. I told them we played UNLV 5 weeks ago. There was 170 snaps in that game. 6 seconds roughly a snap. We're talking 17 minutes of football that I need from you to lay it on the field, and those guys did.
Follow up about your quarterback, Maddox Madsen. He is now 13-1 as a starting quarterback at Boise State. How impressive is that? And then how impressive was his effort tonight? Because from the jump, he was pretty dialed, it seemed.
Yeah, Maddox Madsen is an elite competitor. How he preps. I talked with Dirk earlier, and Maddox had his best week of prep because that's who he is. He's not hoping the game goes well. He's going to put the work in to make sure it does. And he's playing at an elite level right now. His touchdown-interception ratio, one of the best in the country for a long time. How he leads this team. And that's how we can stay efficient. Everybody knows we got the best football player in the country standing right next to him, but how he's able to operate the offense, make the throws he needs to make, and be smart with the football. That's championship football, is not turning the ball over, scoring points in the red zone. Maddox Madsen carries that weight, and he's an absolute, he's a tactician on the football field, and he does it week in and week out.
Spencer, you referenced your respect for Barry Odom at UNLV, and I'm just kind of curious as an observer looking from without and looking at the UNLV football program, how hard and how difficult is it to turn around a program that had a legacy of losing to playing you guys twice in a championship game in 2 years in a row now?
Yeah, Barry Odom, I think, has done a phenomenal job at UNLV. And what he walked into and what he built in 2 years, going to back-to-back championship games, the record he has, who he recruited, the coaches he has. Barry Odom is one of the best coaches in the country. And I got a ton of respect for him. I honestly wish we didn't continue to play him all the time because he's a guy I'd love to pick his brain even more. I think extremely highly of him and in the program he runs and what he's built there, and I know he's only going to continue to push it forward.
Any further questions for Coach? With that, thank you everybody for